tonight at 8 o'clock we have an episode of What Have You Done to My House? And now it's time for everyone's favourite dragon, Albi.
In the marmalade forest, between the make-believe trees, in a cottage cheese cottage, lives Albi. Albi, 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 the racist dragon. Part 6. And so, all of the villagers chased Albi, the racist dragon, into a very cold and very scary cave. It was so dark and so scary in there that Albi began to cry, dragon tears, which, as we all know, turn into jelly beans. Just then, he felt a tiny hand on his tail, and he turned around, and who should it be but the badly burned Albanian boy from the day before. "What are you doing? I thought I killed you yesterday," grumbled Albi, quite racistly.
No, Albi, you didn't kill me with your dragon flames. I crawled to safety, but I was left very badly disfigured.
Laughed the boy.
Why are you crying, Albi?
Well, all of the villagers chased me into this scary cave. I think it's because I'm so racist. Get your hand off my tail, you'll make it dirty.
They didn't chase you here because of your racism. They chased me here too when I became all disfigured like this. They just don't like us because we're different to them.
And at that, Albi cried a single tear, which turned into a jelly bean, all the colors of the rainbow. And suddenly, Albi wasn't racist anymore. So they sat in the cave and ate bubblegum pie. Yum! Albi, the racist.
Albi, the racist.
Albi, the racist. Well, not anymore. Dragon. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Are you crying over that kids show?
Yes, so? Are you crying?
Yeah, so what?
Once upon a time, there was a green monster, and he ate a whole train full of obnoxious people. Of course, he got a very bad case of indigestion that lasted for many weeks, and so he eventually decided he needed some medicine. He strolled on his many legs to the nearest pharmacist and said, "I have indigestion and nausea." "What from?" asked the chemist. "Oh, just all the obnoxious people in this world," answered the dragon. And the chemist, after carefully considering the monster's problem, gave him some milk of magnesia. In 2 days, the monster was feeling better again, so he ate another train full of the same sort of people. He felt worse than before, and after weeks of suffering, he went back to the chemist. "Please help me, Mr. Chemist," he said. "All the false people in this world make me terribly sick." The pharmacist replied, "You must get over this terrible objection to the people in this world, but I'll give you some milk of magnesia anyway." The green monster, who was much fatter now, as he had eaten 2 trains, recovered in a few days. He was lying by the railway tracks when a train stopped right in front of him. He looked at it with his big brown eyes, watching the people laughing long at their own jokes and posing around being completely false. He tried to control himself, but he loathed these sort of people, so he lumbered over to the train and ate it, which he almost completely digested due to his extremely strong digestive juices. Amongst the pieces lay an old man who had just been in and out of a monster's stomach and stood there shaking his head in disbelief. "Hello," he said, so sincerely that it nearly made one of the monster's legs drop off. The monster looked back in disbelief. "Hello," with such sincerity. "Well," said the man, "we obviously don't believe the other exists, so let's have a party."